A 1940 Chevrolet film punishes a man for insulting springs by summoning a tiny goblin who erases every spring from his life. The film is A Case of Spring Fever, produced by the Jam Handy organization. Its supernatural menace is Coily, a grinning cartoon creature whose body is literally a metal coil. Coily appears after Gilbert struggles with a sofa and wishes springs had never existed. Instead of letting that harmless complaint pass, the creature decides Gilbert needs a complete mechanical education. Coily grants the wish. Familiar objects stop behaving, household mechanisms become useless, and Gilbert discovers that modern life contains far more springs than anyone notices while they are working. Then the nightmare reaches the automobile. Suspension is only the obvious example. The film points towards smaller mechanisms throughout the car, making the humble spring look like the secret employee keeping everything in motion. Here comes the reveal. This strange fantasy was not created as a theatrical cartoon. Jam Handy made it for Chevrolet, turning an industrial sales lesson into a miniature supernatural comedy. The Detroit-based Jam Handy organization specialized in films that explained products, trained workers, and promoted manufacturers. Its filmmakers understood that an engineering lecture becomes much easier to remember when a goblin delivers it. That explains the short's peculiar rhythm. Coily captures attention, Gilbert's helplessness creates stakes, and the mechanical explanation supplies the sales pitch. It is branded entertainment wearing the costume of a fairy tale. Coily is drawn with a face, gloved hands, and a coiled body, then placed beside the live actors. This simple design transforms an invisible machine part into a smug little authority who can rewrite reality. Once Gilbert withdraws his wish, Coily restores the springs. Gilbert does not merely feel relieved. He becomes a passionate convert, apparently determined to make everyone else appreciate the hardware he had ignored. His golfing companions soon receive an enthusiastic lesson about automobile springs. When they finally diagnose his obsession as spring fever, the title reveals itself as both a mechanical joke and a warning about excessive product knowledge. The advertisement has now completed its trick. First, it frightens Gilbert with absence. Then it restores order. Finally, it connects that relief to Chevrolet engineering, so gratitude for springs quietly becomes gratitude for the sponsor. The formula works because the supposed monster is not dangerous machinery. It is ignorance about machinery. Coily wins by making one overlooked component feel so essential that viewers may never take a comfortable car ride for granted again. Nearly 6 decades later, Mystery Science Theater 3000 featured the short with Squirm in episode 1012. A creature invented to sell automotive engineering had found an entirely new career as a cult comedy nuisance. Because its copyright was not renewed, the Chevrolet lesson entered the public domain, where Coily still waits to punish casual complaints about household hardware. For more forgotten films with bizarre second lives, follow The Real Vault.